Hey guys, what's up? It's Laura from Stick with Laura, and I'm here today with another weekly plan with me. This week, I'm planning September 29th through October the 5th in my Aura Estelle A5 Wide Cloud Planner using my CrestPress 2025 inserts. And this week, I used the really cute kit called Fall Farm Cafe from Scribble Prince Co. And I used all Pixie Rose Gold Foil from Plana Hannah. I do have a code at Hannah Shop. You can use Laura15 to save 15% off or mention my name Laura in the notes and you'll get my current freebie, which is really cute football themed, in your order. And yeah, I'm really obsessed with how this base turned out. I think this kit is so cute. I believe this was Mystery from last year that she released to everyone because her mysteries are like exclusive for a year this year. And I basically bought it for the dog box because the dog looks just like a Shih Tzu or a Shih Tzu mix. And I used to have a Shih Tzu. She was my best friend in the whole world. And my parents' puppy is, or dog, I guess, she's not really a puppy anymore, is a Shih Tzu mix with a Bichon. And she looks just like that dog. And I just love that dog's tail and everything. I even got the journaling sticker of it. And I'm excited to journal with this art as well. But yeah, I put that box on Tuesday and I just think it's so cute. I am a sucker for a cute dog box, especially like a Shih Tzu mix or a Golden Doodle because I have a Golden Doodle. But yeah, selfishly obsessed with the dog boxes, but also like any dog box I'm here for. I just am a fan of all dogs. But yeah, I thought this art was super cute. It was the first full week in my October spreads for my planner. So I wanted to start off with the fall spreads. It didn't really, it kind of started to feel like fall, I guess, temperature wise, but I don't know. I wasn't really like full on in the fall vibes, but I do believe I actually decorated for Halloween this week, which is fun. And yeah, I really love Halloween and the fall season. I basically like all the seasons though. I was like trying to think what my favorite season is, but I could argue my favorite season is any of the seasons for different reasons. But I love fall for football and the leaves, and I love apple cider donuts, which this kit definitely has apple cider donuts, and I love it. And I love going to the pumpkin patch. And yeah, so I'm excited to get into some fall spreads. I don't really have too much. I think next week is also fall, and then I'm going to do some Halloween. And yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do in November yet. I haven't even figured it out, but we'll get there eventually. But yeah, I added the extra like fashion girls with the black hair, and I just think the art and the fashion and the elements and the dog are super cute in this kit, and I'm really excited to get into this day by day, which I pretty much have just been like working and doing the same thing all the time. So I apologize if the actual week, not weekend, but week is kind of boring, but I'm just, stuck in this capitalistic society where I have to work all the time to make a living. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this plan with me. That is pretty much it for the base. I didn't really say where anything was from, but it's all Plana Hannah. I used some plaid underlays. I used some confetti headers, some mixed overlays, and then her confetti and bow washi mixed sheet, which I'm obsessed with. That's one of my newest favorite washi sheets. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And as per usual, I did color blocks. So on Monday, I cuddled Jake in the morning. I've kind of been waking up a little bit earlier, like actually since this week. I feel like I used to sleep in like all the time. And I still do, but it's also like my work. Like I work later in the day because I see clients after their school hours. So it just is what it is. But I've been waking up a little bit earlier, which is nice because I get to spend some time with Jake while he works. But yeah, so we cuddled. I had meetings. We went and grabbed some coffee. And then I worked. So for cuddling, I have this custom whimsy plans of me and Jake. And I did have a custom multi and pixie rose gold that I pulled from, as well as old icons and scripts that I pulled from. And those are all pretty much from Plannahannah. I went and got some coffee, like I said, and then I did work. This scribbler is from one of my old samplers when I was on SPC Scribble Squad, from one of my rose gold sampler sheets. I did pull from that one. Why do I feel like this looks kind of crooked? Okay. I feel like it still looks kind of crooked. I feel like the plaid doesn't help because it's like you have to be even more precise because it's like lines. Okay, then we took Oliver to the dog park this day. So I will mark that. Took him to the dog park. And then we watched Monday Night Football. So I will put that in here. And then I was really playing a lot of Supermarket Simulator this week. I think I started that last week, but I was playing that a lot this week. So I was playing Supermarket Simulator on my PC, and then I was reading. Was I reading this week? Yeah, I was reading the cheat sheet, which I finished the next day. I read it over the course of like 2 days because I was obsessed with it. Okay, so for the dog park, I have this Ollie custom and a dog park script. And then for Monday Night Football, this is again from one of my old SPC Rose Gold samplers when I was on her Scribble Squad, and an MNF custom from my customs I pulled from Hannah's shop. I did Game, that's a Papershire doodle, and a Plannahannah custom, and then I read, and these are both from Plannahannah. Then on Tuesday, I slept in this day. I ended up not working this day. I just felt so tired and groggy. So I slept in this day. And then we went to DC to run some errands. And while we were in DC, we went to Rock Creek Park, like part of Rock Creek Park. And we took Ollie on a walk and just hung out. So I'll put that in here. And then we came home and finished Big Brother season 27, which I think, yeah, it did premiere on Sunday, but I prefer, and my husband prefers football, so we prioritize that, especially because the season sucked. But yeah, so we came home and watched the Big Brother. We had a couple of episodes to catch up on, if I'm being for real. But we went to Washington, D.C. We walked Ollie, which I forgot to pull a sticker out for, so I'll just pull this guy out from Whimsy Plans in Rock Creek Park, which was really, really fun. He always wants to go in the water, but in case you don't know, that water is disgusting. In case you don't know who swam in it and got mocked online for it. So we watched Big Brother 27 finale. I thought that the money icon worked because you know who won $750K. And then I did finish the cheat sheet this night, my book I was reading. So I'm going to mark that. And then I journaled, so I will mark that. And then I cleaned and tidied up this night because we were having maids come over the next day. So we had to tidy up for them. And then I just gamed. So I'll mark all of that. So for finishing the cheat sheet, I have this book stack from SPC for journaling. This is again from my sampler from SPC, and I have a custom from Hannah's Shop. And then I did clean. So I have a doodle from SPC and a custom from Hannah's Shop. And then I gamed. So I have a Paper Shire doodle again and a custom from Hannah's Shop. Then on Wednesday, the maids came over and tidied up our house, which was very helpful and nice. So I'll put that at the top, that the maids came. And then I had some meetings this day, so I'm going to mark that. And then I did just work. So for the maids coming, I have another SPC doodle and a custom from Hannah's Shop. For my meeting, these are both from Hannah's Shop. And then for working, I have a Squishmallow doodle from SPC, which was again from my sampler. My clients love Squishmallows and so do I, so it works out. And a work script from Hannah's Shop. And then I guess we went back to my parents this night. I don't really, I vaguely remember that. So we went back to my parents this night because Jake wanted to run an errand in Rockville, and then I got to see Mochi and hung out with her. And then Jake and I, like I said, were running errands down there, so I'll mark that. And then I came home and just journaled. So I will mark that. Okay, so for going to my parents, I have this Mochi custom from Whimsy Plans and this custom script from Hannah's Shop. For doing some errands, I have this doodle from SPC and a With Jake from Hannah's Shop. And then another SPC planning girl and a journaling script from Hannah's Shop. And that is it for the first part of the week. Moving along on to Thursday. Thursday was Yom Kippur, so I was going to mark that at the top because my husband did fast and then he did go to Richmond for the day, and I felt so freaking bad for him. But he was a freaking trooper, obviously, as he is, and was perfectly fine. But he went to Richmond for the day for work and fasted, and I was like, oh my god, because Richmond is like a 2-hour drive, like there and then 2 hours back. So he did that and fasted all day. I was just like, oh my gosh. So for Yom Kippur, I have this rainbow, which is kind of random, but I didn't really know what to use. And then for Jake being in Richmond, I have that little Jake doodle. I have to flip this. And then for a dog getting dropped off with us, I have this little house doodle from my sampler and a dog drop-off custom from Hannah's Shop. Then I did decorate for Halloween this day, so I'm going to mark that. Decorated the interior and exterior of my house, which was fun. I did work, so I'll mark that. And then we did take the dogs on a walk, so I'll put that in here. So for decorating, I have this Once More with Love doodle with the pumpkin and a script from Carly Plans. And then for working, I have another scribbler from my SPC sheet and a custom from Hannah's Shop. And then for walking the dogs, I have a Whimsy Plans doodle, and a Walk the Dogs custom from Carly Plans. And then moving along, this night I went to Wawa because I like to make my own dirty soda. I try and cut back on soda, but I do make a 0 sugar soda, so at least that's good. And then I edited this night for some YouTube videos. We watched Thursday night football, so I will put that in here. And then I just watched 90 Day this night, which I have been terribly behind on, but I just don't think it's very good anymore, if I'm being honest. So for Wawa, I forgot to pull out a Wawa script, so I'll have to do that. But I have this Plan a Hannah icon for editing. I have this SPC doodle and an edit script. For Thursday night football, I have the same helmet from my sampler from SPC and a TNF script from my multi customs that I'm pulling from. And then for 90 Day, I have the little Cheers glass doodle from Plan a Hannah and a 90 Day script. And then I need a Wawa script, so let me just grab that really quick. I forgot to grab that. And this is also from Plan a Hannah. Moving along to Friday, the 3rd. The Exterminator came in the morning, so I'm going to mark that. And then I had a doctor's appointment this day, and then I just worked. In work. Okay, so for the Exterminator, I have the same house doodle from my SPC sampler and a custom from Carly Plans. And then for my doctor's appointment, I have this Coffee Monsters Co. emoji and a doctor appointment script from Carly Plans. And then for working, I have this puzzle doodle from SPC, my old sampler, and a work script from Plan a Hannah. Then we went to Home Depot this day because something Jake and I had this idea was ever since he really wanted to add a pink. I was saying pink because 1, that's what I want, and 2, this color is pink. He wanted to add a green light to our house, and I was like, okay, on the condition that over Halloween we can have an orange light. So it was finally Halloween season. I had gotten all my decor up, so I was like, let's go to Home Depot. It's like $5 for an orange light bulb, and it's actually the most beautiful orange ever. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm probably biased, but it's such a pretty orange. So now we have an orange light, and I'm just hoping that we get more trick-or-treaters because of it. But we'll see. That's always my goal, is just more trick-or-treaters, because I love Halloween and I love kids, and I think Halloween and trick-or-treating is so fun. And where I grew up, my parents' house, there was a lot of space between the houses, so no one trick-or-treated in my neighborhood. So like this, my house now is like my first exposure ever to trick-or-treaters, so I'm just like always scheming for more trick-or-treaters. But yeah, we walked the dogs, I gamed, and then I had a little crash out this night, which is always fun. So I have this Once More with Love emoji. Emoji is Coffee Monsters Co. On Saturday, my other extender day, I had lost 20 pounds this day, which I was really excited about because I lost like a lot of weight at the beginning, obviously, like water weight and stuff or whatever they say, but it kind of like slowed down. So I was really happy that I had finally gone to 20 pounds, which was my goal for the year, but now it's obviously higher. So I cleaned this day, and then my in-laws came over to our house. My husband's grandparents were in town, and so they wanted to see our house for the first time, so they came over and saw our house, which was fun. And then we went out and got some Thai food together at this really good restaurant by us. So I have that icon for marking that I was down 20 pounds. I have this doodle. These are all from SPC, and this clean script from Hannah's shop. And then for the Thai food, I have this from my old Once More with Love. Sorry. My next sticker is Once More with Love. I'm going crazy. My old SPC sampler, this Thai food script from Hannah's shop. And then for hanging out with my in-laws, I have this Once More with Love sticker and a Carly Plan script. Sorry. It's kind of chaotic up in here. There's not a lot of room, and I'm running out of stickers, and yeah. Then, oh, I meant to mark the Maryland game. Okay, whatever. So we did watch the Maryland game this day. They were playing Washington, and then it was just sad. They lost after being up like 20-0. They literally lost. So went to the Thai restaurant, or watched the Maryland game. I'm just going to put that in before I forget because I mixed those up. Same helmet from my sampler from SPC and a custom from Carly Plans. And then we did go to Spirit Halloween after, which was really fun. I really wanted to go there. I ended up getting a costume, but I got the same costume on Amazon. Not the same, but like the same like person that I'm being. And I like the Amazon one more, so I actually have to go back to Spirit to return my costume. But I had so much fun at Spirit. We went to Trader Joe's after because it was right next door, and I've been a Trader Joe's hoe ever since my health kick. And then I got a smoothie because I was like, ooh, I kind of want a smoothie. So I have a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji. These are all Carly Plan scripts, and that pumpkin is also Carly Plans. And then I came home and I gamed. Are we surprised? I'll put that in here. And then I honestly have way too many things and no more little things. So we might, there's like a little, yes, there's this. I'm going to use this. I've never used this. Okay. Let's put this down. I don't know if this is all going to fit. What can I fit here? Oh, I can fit this. Okay. Yeah, we got it. We got it. I just might have to do some reorganization of the priority of things I do. So I did game. So I have this Papershire doodle again and a Plan a Hannah script. And then I listened to my audiobook. So I'll put that in here. This is a SPC icon and a Plan a Hannah custom. I did watch Guys Groceries games this night with my hubby. So these are both from Hannah's shop. And then I also journaled this night. So I have this from SPC and this from Hannah's shop. And I somehow fit that all. Somehow. It's very crowded, but I somehow fit it all. Finally, on Sunday, please end this on like easy terms. I picked up my prescriptions this day, so I wanted to mark that. The line was so long. And then we got some groceries. So I'll mark that in here. And then the dog we were watching this weekend got picked up. So I'll mark that here. And then we watched football, obviously. The Commanders played at 4 against the Chargers, and they surprisingly won, which no one thought had coming. I feel like. So that was exciting. So we picked up my prescription, got some groceries. I love this paper milk doodle. I wish she would open back up. Her doodles are so cute. Grocery script from Hannah's Shop, and then the dog pickup. These are both from Hannah's Shop. And then we watched Football Sunday. This is an SPC football and a Carly Plans script. And then I took Ollie on a walk, which I don't know why I just like didn't pull out anything for walking my dog this week, but apparently I didn't. So we walked Ollie, so I'll put that in here. And then I gamed some more. I played Supermarket Simulator, so I'll put that in here. That was my game this week. I was playing that all the time. I listened to more of my audiobook and then watched Sunday Night Football. Put that in here. I used all of those like quarter boxes. Okay, so for walking Ollie, I need to pull in another doodle. I'll just pull in this Whimsy Plans custom of him because I don't think I have, at least not on this side. And I have a Walk Ollie script from my custom multis I'm pulling from for playing Supermarket Simulator. I have this Papershire doodle and a Plan a Hannah script. And then for listening to my audiobook, I have this SPC book stack and an audiobook script from Hannah's Shop. And then for watching Sunday Night Football, I have yet another football helmet from my sampler and an SNF script from Hannah's Shop. I hope you guys enjoy this plan with me. I tried to say where everything was from. I'm going to fill out everything that is not filled out with my pen and then use these bow deco bits on this bow and confetti washi and put that throughout the spread, and then I'll be back with the final thing. Alrighty guys, I went ahead and filled out everything and put on the bow deco. I think this looks so cute with the pixie rose gold and the plaid underlays, and yeah, I just think it looks really, really cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. Thank you so much. If you did watch this whole video, I'll show you guys some up close views. Make sure to follow my planner Instagram, Stick with Laura, to see up close pictures and videos and reels and all the things of this spread, as well as all the other spreads I do in my planner and journal and everything like that. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will show you guys the leftovers. I have a lot left over. If you're ever interested in a destash, you can DM me on Instagram and I'll send the leftovers for free. You just pay shipping. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much if you watched this whole thing, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.